Tailgating season is in full swing, and what might be first to go in the fun may be manners. Some may even say that good etiquette is becoming a bit of a lost art. So today we're excited to welcome the expert of all things etiquette, even in the tailgating realm. Thomas Farley, also known as Mr. Manners, joins me. Thomas, it's so great to have you here.
Great to be here, Grace. Good to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Hey, I know that manners are such an important part of our society on a daily basis, whether it be at school, at work, wherever your realm is, manners are important. But what do you think is the value of remembering these things, these manners, and just actually implementing them into our daily lives?
Sure. This is really vital. And I think, especially as we come out of this long pandemic, a lot of people are a little bit rusty being around others. So it's really important to take some of these common sense reminders and make them a part of our everyday interactions. And frankly, the best manners of all are not those that make other people feel belittled or like you're scorning them, but rather that make everybody around you feel comfortable and valued and that you're truly taking them into consideration. In fact, if you follow that process for following good manners, knowing which fork to use or knowing what a caviar spoon is, probably not so important. It's really about making everybody feel comfortable and good because you were there.
That's a great way to look at it, and also maybe more of an incentive of why it's important to learn these things is for the courtesy of others. Let's start talking. We mentioned it's tailgate season, and around here, tailgating is a big thing. Everyone loves it, and a lot of people are out on the weekends doing just that. And it does remind us that no matter how formal or informal, these manners are important to be in place. So I know you get sent some great tips along, and it's titled really appropriately, Tailgate Doesn't Equal Tailspin. The first thing on your list there is bring plenty of food.
Yes, so we love a good tailgate party, and here we are looking at Labor Day weekend, and we know that this is going to be what our lives are like for the next couple of months, gathering with friends, cheering on our favorite teams. So big part of that, of course, are the food and the alcohol. But you don't want to be that person who is just grubbing off of everyone else. You want to make sure that you bring plenty, not just for you, but to share. So if you've got a favorite recipe, if you've got a favorite dish, bring it with the idea that you're going to share it with the friends that you brought with you, but also the new friends that you're going to make while you're there. That really is the best spirit of hospitality. Here you are, you're standing in a parking lot, you're not in a formal dining room, but being generous and having plenty of food is the best way to go.
Absolutely. And kind of off of that is don't scavenge. Don't be the first one to go up and grab just about everything. There's some courtesy to keep in mind here.
That's right. So it's very easy when we're kind of passing from tent to tent to tent or tailgate to tailgate to tailgate to kind of pretend like you're part of someone else's group when meanwhile they might be perfect strangers. They'll be friends perhaps later on, but you don't know them yet. This is not an excuse just because the food is out there. This is not an open buffet in the parking lot. So show up, bring some food of your own to share, and then hopefully the new friends that you're making will offer you some of their food. But if you haven't brought enough, or if you see something that looks particularly delicious, it's not an open invitation to just help yourself.
Yeah, that's something valuable to keep in mind for sure. And the last point I see here today is carry in and carry out. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so this is really important, especially from a safety standpoint. If we're talking about anybody who's doing grilling or barbecuing or charcoaling while in a parking lot, to make sure that those charcoals are properly disposed of and making sure that the stadium or the arena where you are does have a policy for properly disposing of those charcoals. So that's first and foremost from a safety standpoint. But secondly, one of my pet peeves, Grace, is leaving an event where we all had a great amount of fun and you just see these mounds of
Oh my
trash
gosh,
piled
yes.
high on the trash cans. And you know what? If it's at all of a windy day, it's going to look like a twister blew through and took all the trash and just threw it all over the parking lot. Someone's got to clean that up. So if the trash cans are not available with tons of space for you to put your trash, take it back home with you and dispose of it at home. Don't pile it next to the trash can, and definitely, please don't put it on top of the trash can. Carry in, carry out.
Yes, that's a great tip, especially when people are busy tailgating. When you're leaving your tailgate at the end of the day after all that fun, a nice thing to do would be carrying out that extra trash that maybe didn't fit in that full trash can there. I always love when people say leave it better than you found it. That's something always, applicable, but also in the tailgating realm as well. Thomas, you always have great advice. You truly are the expert of all things etiquette, even in the tailgating season. Some great things to keep in mind. And if you want to be sure to keep some of these great etiquette reminders top of mind, no worries, we got you covered. We'll connect you over on our website with everything you need to know about Mr. Manners and that tailgating season etiquette at CILiving.tv.